Yo, what is up? My name is Luxlight, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you why you keep losing in Brawlhalla. So, first thing, the reason you're losing is because you're making mistakes without even realizing it all the time in your games, and you'll keep doing it over and over and over again without even knowing. And so, today, I'm going to target all those mistakes that you keep doing. I'm going to show you how to fix it, what to start looking out for whenever you play ranked or just are watching replays, whatever, and how to improve really fast where you stop making mistakes and you're able to climb up in elo a lot faster. If this video helps you, let me know down below, like, subscribe, and let's get started. Okay, so first of all, one of the biggest mistakes you guys make a lot is actually when you guys are ever in the air. Whether you get hit in the air, like let's say my lance recovery hits you, I hit you with a nair like really high up and I go to the ground, or you guys are just floating in the air in general. Something you guys do a lot is whenever you're in the air, you have this instant feeling to go straight back to the ground, right? Which makes sense. You guys want to be grounded, you guys want to have stage control, it makes sense. But if you just instantly try to go back to ground, what happens is a lot of the time you fast fall directly into your opponent, and that just lets you get a free hit. For example, if you're playing against a lance player, they might get a free satellite dare off of you, they might get a free D-light or in-light off of you just for landing right in front of them, when you can just avoid it completely. Here's the thing about being in the air. It's dangerous, for sure, but you don't want to just instantly run into your opponent. You can use this time in your air, especially if you're like really high up, for example. Just use your momentum and save your options for when you're actually getting near the ground. You don't want to just instantly start fast falling to the ground because, one, you're just not using any of your options. You have jumps, you have dodges, you have recoveries, but you just choose to fast fall directly into your opponent and get hit. So try to use your movement, aka your options, your jumps, your recoveries, whatever, dodges if you need to, in order to avoid your opponent. That way they can't just get a free hit off you, you avoid them, and then you get to ground after you avoid them and get out of their range. You don't want to just get hit for free like that. Make sure you're doing that, because you are playing disadvantage. You need to know how to play in disadvantage. If you just run straight into your opponent, that's not going to help you get out of disadvantage, and you're just going to eat damage for nothing. Okay, so the next mistake you guys make without even realizing it is your defensive options. You guys don't mix it up. What I mean by that is, let's say you're off stage, for example. You're trying to get back to stage, and you're a lance or cannon player. A lot of you guys try to run in with Sarah instantly to stage without even realizing it, and then what happens is you Sarah, you get in-lighted. You Sarah again, you get in-lighted, and you just keep eating up damage because you keep Sarahing to stage, and you're just getting hit for it, and you're like, wait a minute, I just Sarah 3 times, got hit, now I need to switch up. You just shouldn't have been Sarahing in the first place, right? Because you're getting caught for it. Another thing you guys might do is you might slide up to the wall and try to like instantly attack the opponent. This is also really common. This is more like a sword guitar player kind of thing. Once again, if you keep doing that, all they have to do is just wait for the attack, punish you, you're back off stage. Some of you might go up really high and try to like avoid me completely, in which case you might eat a recovery, you might eat an insig, once again just free damage, and then some of you might even just decide to like dodge in, like 2 stage, you'll just waste your dodge, in which case that's just a free side like Sarah for Lance. That's a free side sig on a lot of legends where they can just kill you really early. If you're like a Yumiko player, a lot of you try to do the side sig, like GC side sig. There's a few other kidders that do that, or they just try to constantly GC side sig. Even like sometimes, it's, you know, Sidra players where they like do the insig, sometimes not even that safe. Like, a lot of times it is safe and then they get away with it, but a lot of times you actually can't just ground pound it, depending on where you are. And so that's another thing you punish. If you keep doing these same options, you can get punished for it. And especially if you're doing something like a GC side stick, for example, on Yumiko, that's you without your dodge. So if I know you're going to do it, I position myself to punish it, I'm going to get a lot of damage for it because you're dodging. Or you don't have a dodge. Another thing you guys do is, actually when getting hit, like either on stage or off stage, is you have a very similar dodge habit, and you just don't mix it up. And there's 2 types of dodges I like to read, where there's the on-stage dodge and then there's the off-stage dodge. What I mean by that is, if you're on stage, a lot of you have like the similar dodge pattern, and then if you're off stage, you actually switch it up to get back to stage. So let's say, for example, if you're off stage, you guys might just dodge into stage constantly, whereas if you're on stage, you guys just might dodge down constantly. You guys are always trying to get back to stage, for example. That kind of goes to the last tip. Some of you might just dodge up, some of you might dodge away on stage, and then you dodge in on stage. Or if you're off stage, you dodge in, or you dodge down off stage, or you dodge up off stage. You get the idea. You guys have one specific pattern, and so if I see that, where I see like 2 different dodges, I'm like, okay, if you're near off stage, I expect to dodge in. I'm going to punish you for that. If you're like on stage, you might try to do dodge up, and so in which case I'll catch the dodge up with a Sarah. And I just have to have 2 different reads. Another thing is after dodging. you guys tend to try to panic jump a lot. A lot of people would like to just panic jump if they don't have options. A good example is like off stage if you're fighting sword or axe, wherever you get hit by like a bunch of dares constantly because you keep not fast flying, but you keep panic jumping into it. That's why. You're just panic jumping constantly without trying to switch up, and you're just eating a lot of dares. A good example for Lance too, Lance and axe, is like people will dodge down to stage. A lot of times I can just do this for free. That's just free damage, right? Ton of damage just for you dodging down, trying to get back to stage. Some people just don't dodge at all, which is like kind of a weird thing. Like some people might try to like wake up, I guess, and so in which case I can just do a ton of damage and then maybe even catch like their panic jumps afterwards. Stuff like that happens a lot. You'd be surprised on how many games end with me just doing this, catching like an in dodge, and then just constantly doing a jump scare because you guys panic jump a lot. So just knowing to mix up your options and actually look at what your opponent's trying to go for. For example, if your opponent's playing Lance and they're doing this like backup thing where they sidelight dare, then they dash back, you probably don't want to be dodging into them. If they're constantly chasing you with chase dodges, you probably don't want to be trying to move away from them. And so that's really important to understand, is like, how do we switch up options? Even doing stuff like sometimes you delay your dodge, sometimes you jump and dodge, sometimes you dodge and jump, sometimes you're able to not even use a dodge and you're just able to snap out. Like if you're fighting greatsword, you're getting stringed, you can just dash out of greatsword strings a lot of the time, and then you just save your dodge completely. Off stage, not always doing the same option. Don't always try to stare into stage. Don't always try to GC side sig or set up for it. Just mix it up. Maybe you want to like start high and then you like want to just slide onto stage, right? If you're touching the wall, sometimes you slide onto stage, sometimes you wait on the wall, sometimes you throw your weapon up, right? Sometimes you might even try to cover yourself with like a nair, like this. Just stuff like that, always trying to switch up. If you're like going high, instead of always going high, maybe even just throwing your weapon is enough to catch people off guard. Like if they're trying to look for insig, you can throw your weapon, now you're on stage for free. Reset that way. Just knowing when to mix up, how to not do the same option is really important. Catch yourself for this stuff. If you're watching replays and you're noticing you're getting hit for how you're recovering, like that's the reason you're losing your stock, is you're recovering back to stage the same way over and over again. That's the big thing. Even if you're off stage, like all the way over here, a lot of you guys might just instantly stare, might instantly dare unarmed, might instantly use your dodge or jump or whatever. And that's why you guys keep getting weapon thrown a lot, because you keep doing the same option. And so I just weapon throw in that direction, free hit. Okay, so we have an idea on the kind of mistakes we're making without realizing it. Now, I'm going to show you a replay. I'm going to show you the mistakes happening in-game, point them out so you can see some examples, right? This is how you should be going about fixing mistakes. After games you play, especially if you lose, go back, watch the replay, understand why you lost. Look at why you're getting hit and ask yourself, hey, am I getting hit because I'm dodging in, or if I'm waking up, or if I'm constantly aggressing, he's just waiting for me. Whatever the reason is, write it down. See what you're doing over and over and over again. And you're like, okay, I'm making a mistake because I keep trying to recover high, and I'm actually losing my stock early because of it, because it keeps catching me a Sarah or an insig or something. There's your mistake. Or maybe you're going off stage too much, and you're just getting gimped a lot for it. Maybe you're panic jumping all the time. Whatever the reason, find the mistake and fix it. We're going to look at this replay. I'm just going to list out a bunch of examples of what I'm talking about. A lot of this you already saw in this video. Some of it might have been in my past videos. Let's see. Okay. We can go ahead and start with this right here. So, the opponent is right here. He gets away from me, which is good. Probably want to dash back away from me. Makes sense. But, he instantly tries to dash back into me. For no reason. You were just standing here. You were right here. You could have just stood still. But you choose to dash back into me, which is why you get hit. If he decided instead, like, to stand still, turn around in light, that's a free hit for him, actually. But he decides to back away from me and then run back into me, which is why he gets caught. When you look at offstage, okay, he instantly runs in with dare on cannon, so I get a free caught for it. He jumps up, so I catch him for that. It's just a reaction. And oh look, he does the same dare again, and he gets punished for it. Okay, that's 2 times you did dare. In my head, I'm thinking, okay, this guy's probably going to try to wake up a lot. So I decide to rush off with a dare, and guess what? He tried to wake up, right? And so this guy's first mistake is he just tried to wake up 3 times in a row. He got punished for all 3. He probably shouldn't be trying to wake up against me. He's going for an inward recovery, and now he just has no options, so I get a free Sarah. Tries to Sarah in, I sadly miss, but instantly trying to run into stage. Instantly trying to wake up, always doing a move. There's mistake number 1, right? And that was in this video. The movement mistake was in like a past video, so there you go. Okay, right here, he misses a recovery, right? So I catch him with a nair. And then, if you remember before, how I said people on stage, like whenever they get sit in the air, they like to instantly go back to stage. Here we go, right? He's up here. He's so far away from me. I can't hit him for nothing. You should use this time in order to get back to stage safely. You shouldn't try to rush in anything. For example, he could try to go to the left. The middle stage is open. Like, if you can take over the left side while I'm over here, that would be nice. If I start moving to the left, take over the right side. Just get out of my zone. Get into a good situation, right? Maybe I'll even miss. If I miss a move, then boom, you even get a cannon dare for free or whatever. You can even lay on the platforms. There's a safe way to get onto the platforms. Even just like going to like the right-hand platform, the left-hand platform, it's a good idea. Just as long as you're avoiding me and able to get back to stage and get out of disadvantage of being stuck in the air, you're pretty good, especially on cannon. You want to be pretty much grounded on cannon. But instead, he decides to instantly go for ground pound. In which case, I just avoid it, move out the way. All of a sudden, he went from being very far away from me to just right in front of my face, missing a move. Probably don't want to do that. And of course, if you remember before, he likes to wake up. So I punish him for that too. I would try to go off. There, he was already dead because he wasted off his options. That's your second stock, or sorry, that's your first stock, not your second stock. That's your first stock taken. Just because you kept waking up, you kept trying to like put pressure on me and stuff, and I just waited for you. I punished you for it. And if you're seeing this in your game, you know to start switching up. You probably don't want to just keep running into someone. Okay, so right here, I hit in there. Instantly, this guy tries to wake up. Same idea with the ground pound. You're just on stage, you're trying to instantly get back to stage. In this case, he's using a move to try to get back to stage and hit me. You're just going to get punished for that. Instantly tries to wake up. I sadly go for a bad option here, which is why I get hit. But same idea, he woke up again there, right? At least worked in his favor. But the fact that you can see here, I'm trying to read this instantly, should probably give you an idea. This guy likes to wake up, right? And if you're this player, you might want to start switching up unless it's working. And you know, if your wakes are working, you're getting hits constantly, go for it. But you ate up a lot of damage for this, and I'm still trying to read this. So maybe you want to switch up before I actually hit you with like a stare or something, or just a better option. Because the stare doesn't work sadly, which is why I get the punish here. But every other time, I was getting punished, especially on bow, and it was just costing you your stock. Okay, I want to show you guys this, just to kind of give you an idea of what I was talking about with the going into the air, right? You guys like to run in. What you guys should do instead, right here. I fast fall a little bit whenever I get set in the air here, but I instantly jump afterwards. If you saw, if I just fast forward into this guy, that's a free nair from. I'm not going to let him get that. I'm going to make sure I use my movement to avoid it. I'm going to use the options I have. I have my jumps, I have my recoveries, I have my dodges, right? In this case, I jump away from him. While he's missing the move, right? Right now he's in recovery frames. I instantly fast fall because he can't do anything about it. He can't hit me. I get to stage, and then boom, I'm back in center stage. That's how you can use movement. Just in the air like that, try to avoid them, right? Don't just fast fall into them. Use your movement you have. You have jumps, you can use your momentum. If their opponent's not chasing you, they're staying on ground, you have your momentum. You can save your options to you're near the ground. Alright, so keep that in mind. Just don't try to fast fall instantly. Don't try to just make engagements when you're in disadvantage state. Don't try to push for advantage state. Try to reset if you're in disadvantage. We can even do the same thing here. This guy's really aggressive. He wants to chase me. I make sure to avoid him. And then I go back to stage instantly afterwards while he's missing. Right, same idea here. If I try to fast fall into him, like right here, if I try to fast fall, I would get hit by a recovery, right? And especially when I'm low in stock, right? When people start fishing for stuff, you don't want to just be moving into them constantly. You're low in stock. I want to keep my third stock, right? He's kind of fresh in his second stock. I want to make sure I have this advantage I have right now. I don't want to get hit by a recovery and lose it. So, just another idea here. Okay, right here, I catch him for a free nair. He decides to wake up, so I punish that. Instantly goes down. I get another nair off. And then he fast falls instantly, trying to go for the weapon, trying to get back to stage. And I get satellite dare. What I really want you guys to look at is he started this at 60. Gets hit once, right? So he's 75. 91. 106. 130. In the span of just a few seconds, he went to 130 HP because he kept running in. Ran in there, ran in there. Like, just over and over again, he was running in. That's 3 times he just ran in there. And he went from, like, almost a fresh stock to now almost losing his stock. This is why finding these mistakes are really important. This guy just completely lost any chance of getting even with me, all because he kept doing the same mistake over and over again. And he probably doesn't realize it until he watches his video or if he watches his replay afterwards. And Right here, if you remember, I was talking about, like, specifically with cannon, lance players like to stare in. There he goes, he stares in, instantly stares afterwards. If you want, you can even catch this stare too, if you, like, dash in light. That would just be a free KO right there. Same idea there. It's just, like, a lot of lance players, they try to stare in. Cannon players, they try to stare in a lot. They have a lot of momentum with that move, so they like to run in with it. Even here, he, like, does a recovery. If I got a little bit forward, that in light would have connected. So, just another idea, just him running in. Even here. So, I know with Nair, instantly wakes up a dare. We've seen that before. And I go for a bad option here. I should have just went for a dare. I try to go for a stare to try to kill early. It's not true, unless he has no dodge. So, that's why I don't get the true combo here. But the same idea. He just instantly wakes up here and gets punished for it. Stop doing this, man. You can't keep doing this. This is like the 5th or 6th dare, I think, like off stage. And so you see, these habits really matter. And you need to catch yourself for this, right? Right here, he goes off stage, instantly dodges in. I catch him for that. Instantly tries to aggressive recovery. So I actually just wait for him to miss, and I punish him again. That's how he loses his stock there. Just once again, just running in a lot. Wastes his dodge. And so that's why he loses stock there. Even here, he just, like, instantly starts running in, right? That's just another thing, like, gameplay-wise. Are they more aggressive? Are they more passive? This guy likes to run in a lot, so I should probably wait for him to miss, punish him that way. The last, or not the last video. I keep forgetting if it was the last video or the video before that, from this video, like, when this one's uploaded, but, like, either last video or the 2 videos ago, whatever. One of those videos talks about this. Go watch that one if you're curious about how to fix those mistakes. There we go. And we also see, like, a dodge in to stage. Oh, look. Right here. I stare him. Instantly tries to go for the wake up. That's, like, the 7th wake up. I get stare off of it because he wastes his dodge. Tries to go for recovery, too. It's like another wake up. We've seen that before. Sadly, he beats out my dare, so I get hit for it. But same idea. Same habits right here. Right here. Recovery to stage again. I think this is his 2nd or 3rd time doing it. Just gets a free nair. And he even tries to wake up dare. He even tries to wake up dare again there. So, twice in a row. I don't catch it, sadly, but same idea. Same mistake over and over. Same habit. Catch people for this in your games. And if you catch yourself doing this, you need to stop. Right? Especially if you're getting punished for it. Oh, look. He does it again right there. And then he gets punished for that one. And then he goes high with recovery. And that's why he loses stop. Majority of this game was just him battling into me. Using his dare constantly. Trying to wake up. He would dodge in. He would instantly try to fast fall or ground pound or dare to get back to stage. Stuff like that's why you're getting hit. You guys don't realize this in your games, but when you watch your replays, you'll see you're doing these mistakes, and you'll be like, oh man, I need to fix this. And then you should go into your next game working on improving at that. This is how you improve really fast. This is how you get better. This is how you stop losing, right? So yeah, if this video helped you, let me know down below, and I'll see you in the next one.